Mom 40F cheated on stepdad 45M and ruined my 16M and my siblings' lives. I am a 16 years old male. I have two sisters 10F, 8F. Our biological father was never in our lives. He left my mom when she was pregnant with me, came back 6 years later and said he wanted to make amends and that we could be a happy family. Somehow my mom immediately started saying that she loved him, but he left after mom got pregnant again. Then 2 years later he came back. I cried and begged my mom to not let him into our lives because I hated him. Well, he said the same thing. My mom also said she loved him and then he left after she got pregnant again. My mom was a waitress, so the four of us lived in a small one-bedroom apartment. I was essentially another parent to my sisters because mom was always working. Sometimes, we wouldn't eat breakfast or dinner because we couldn't afford it. Other times, I did not eat anything so that my sisters could eat. My mom met another man 45M a year after my youngest sister was born. He is a really good man. His wife and daughter had died in an accident a long time ago when he was in his 20s. He met my mom when he was ready to date again. He is a really good man and treated us like his own children, and I consider him my father. He was very wealthy and owned multiple businesses. We eventually moved into his huge mansion-like house. I also had a better school there. We three siblings got our own rooms and I got better clothes, played video games for the first time in my life and a bunch of other things. He taught me things, helped me catch up in school because I could not do well in the previous school. He spent a lot of time with the three of us. My sisters eventually started calling him Dad. I followed shortly after. I remember him crying, hugging us and telling he loved us when we called him Dad for the first time. They eventually got married and Dad asked me to be one of his groomsmen and of course, I said yes while my sister were my mom's bridesmaids. Mom stayed at home to take care of us. As far as I know, they were very happy together. They went on dates at least once in 2 weeks, kissed each other frequently and always told each other that they loved each other. He also knew about mom's past and realized she had issues and got her into counseling. I was really happy that my mom had finally found someone who treated her well. I was also very happy for myself and my siblings and really loved him. He also said that he would pay for college for the three of us. My dream is to become a doctor and I never thought it would be possible cause it was so expensive and I was so freaking happy. Mom also told me she was very lucky to have found him and that she loves him and is very grateful of how he has made her and our lives better. Well, last year July Dad discovered that my mom was having an affair with his best friend who was also the best man at their wedding. Apparently, the affair was going on for a long time, I do not know exactly how long. Mom cried and begged him to give her another chance. He didn't, understandably. He let us keep all the new things such as clothes for me and toys for my sisters. When I went to him crying and asking him why he was leaving us, he just hugged me and told me about Mom's affair. He said the affair is too painful and that he cannot be in this marriage anymore and then said that he loved me and my sisters. My sisters do not know about the affair, I do not think they will understand. He got a prenup so Mom did not get anything that wasn't hers. Dad just had to pay the rent of a new apartment until the divorce was finalized. We stayed in a decent apartment, but after the divorce was done we moved into a much smaller apartment. I tried to be in contact with him, but it does not seem like he wants a relationship with me. He has never responded to my messages. I sent a final letter to him last year December thanking him for everything he did for me and my sisters and that I loved him and would remember him forever. So now we're back to a one-bedroom apartment, skipping meals and barely being able to afford anything. I sleep on the floor now. My sisters share a bed while my mom uses another. Mom is a waitress again? I've also taken a part-time at a grocery store to help with money. I just hate my mom so much right now. I only took the job to help my sisters. I have also stopped talking to mom. Recently she came crying to me and told me that she was sorry for ruining everything and she wanted me to talk to her. I broke down and just said I don't understand. Why did you cheat on him? He was taking such good care of you and the three of us. He was also gonna send us to college. For the first time in my life, I was happy. You have destroyed my life. Why do you always have to ruin everything? You already did that twice when you let bio father back in my life. I hate you. I never want to talk to you again. She was crying a lot after I said that. I am gonna admit, what I said was pretty rude, but at that time I was just so angry. I just hate her so much right now. I just wish she dies a very painful death. These thoughts are the only things in my head. It's making me go insane, and I know it's not normal. I read online that therapy would be useful, but we can't even afford food on most days, so we don't have insurance. All I can think about is how she ruined everything. He didn't even ask for much. Mom was living such a luxurious life, and was just at home taking care of her own biological children. I just miss him so much. Even my sisters keep asking when they are going back home or when they'll see Dad again. They've also started crying and asking for Dad a lot of times this past year. I just don't know what to do anymore. I am so frustrated and just angry at everything. I wish I could run from here, but if I did, who would take care of my siblings? That stupid mother can't do it. I guess I'm here cause I need some help. I don't really know what to do. Some days, I'm just so tired and don't want to do anything. Other days I just wished I died and all of this ended. Thank you. Redditor's reactions. Redditor 1, I'm so sorry. Your anger is justified. You have faced huge upheaval and are grieving the loss of your father. Please speak to a school counselor or a trusted teacher to help you through this. Redditor 2, I don't understand. Why did you cheat on him? He was taking such good care of you and the three of us. He was also gonna send us to college. For the first time in my life, I was happy. You have destroyed my life. Why do you always have to ruin everything? You already did that twice when you let bio father back in my life. I hate you. I never want to talk to you again. This was an excellent way to spell it out to her, emo. Too many parents just treat their children like accessories they can just pack up and move whenever with zero repercussions. Until your mom starts parenting, she will continue to upturn y'all's lives every time a guy gives her the time of day. Redditor 3, please reach out to the guidance counselor and or social worker at your school. See if there is any social assistance programs that will help you and your sisters, like SNAP, EBT, etc. My child's school has a food and clothing pantry, and a program that gives kids food packages to give them meals for the weekends. I am so sorry that your mother ruined your family's chance at happiness and stability.